Hello and welcome to a lesson on completing finding the area of a square and rectangles. Okay, so that's very simple. A lot of the stuff you've done in primary school before and in the first couple of years of high school. So we'll start with question one here, the square. Now a square, remember, has got all sides the same, but our general formula for squares and rectangles is this one: the area equals the length times the breadth. And that basically just means how far it goes along, as it's all completed, so it comes in the grid. So 7 times 7, and it's 49 centimetres. And remember, it's an area at 2 dimensions, should be centimetres squared. Okay, so that's the correct answer. Okay, right. Second one, same kind of thing for a rectangle. It's length times breadth again for a rectangle. We've got 6 is the length, 4 is the breadth. Doesn't matter what order you put them round, to be honest. Okay, 6 times 4 is 24, so it's 24 metres squared this time. Okay, and that is our answers for the first two. Okay, fairly straightforward. I'm sure you're all finding this very easy. Okay, so just again, if we have a look now at the triangle ones. The triangle ones again, people do get mixed up for the formula for these. Okay, but it's an easy formula to remember. Basically, the quick way to remember it, times two sides together and half it. But there is a proper formula, which is area of a triangle, which is half the base times the height. Now the base, remember, is the bottom of the triangle, and the height is the vertical height. So the height comes from the bottom to the top of the triangle. Sometimes people take this side, the diagonal bit. Well, that's not the vertical height, so that wouldn't count for the triangle. It's going to go from the top to the bottom. Okay, from the top to the bottom to be the height. So we've got the base, it's 8, so it's a half of 8 times 10. You can do it in any order you want. You know, you could do a half of 10, times it by 8. You could do 8 times 10, then half it. Probably the easiest way to do it in this one would be half of 8, which is 4, times 10 is 40, so it's 40. Again, it's still an area, so it's millimetres squared. Okay, cool. That's the first triangle. Second triangle, have a look at now. Okay, cool. Second triangle, same formula, half the base times the height, but this time we've got a couple of different numbers. So we've got half of the base is 15, then we've got 50. Okay, now this one you can use a calculator if you want, but the quickest way to do it is probably to do not half of 50. That would be quite complicated. Okay, probably the quickest way to do it is to do half of 50, which is 25. And then do 25 times 15, which is going to be, well, if you do 25 times 15, 375 centimetres squared. And that's me, I got all maths. Okay, so that was stuff you do remember from previous years. Okay, but it comes out important, and we've got to know how to do it for this year as well. Right, thanks for listening. Complete the exercise now and check your answers.